football takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Cougar.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go and get to that #1 spot.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Get it. 7-5, 19, Charger, 19, Charger.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
At the 46-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Cunningham. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Stephanie! 60 Eagles!
Now Cunningham. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Dragon 60. Ready.
On 4th down, Cunningham. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go, Lou, Ernie!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Kansas City.
And now they'll shift things around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. Royals with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The RPO will keep it himself. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Cunningham looking to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Take down his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
43!
Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. We're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the completion good for just 3.
A gain of 3.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Loose inside the 30. He's got room to roam. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith, 49 yards. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Cunningham. That one complete down the field to Smith. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down. A nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the 1st with Pacheco. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. To the left side, he's got Royals. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
21. Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker in the kickoff, 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Go! Straight ahead is Hall.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cunningham.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Check on ball. Go, Will.
Mahomes going to change things up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Right. I go yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there, but sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In motion, the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Xavier Worthy
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10.
A play fake. Now Cunningham.
Now he's going to step up and run.
It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Cunningham. And he's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Okay, ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we saw plenty of throws like this on Saturdays in South Penn last year. This one results in a 1st down here.
7-yard line.
Liking 18. Ready.
Now Cunningham. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Come on. Ready.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
5 yards that time of the completion, and now it's third and goal.
5 yards brings up third and goal.
Let's go. Big D-Vice.
Catch made right side by Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett and Wilson.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Score Jets 34, Chiefs 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? One by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
from the gun on third down. Cunningham. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
That's good.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Attack! 15.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Mahomes will do it himself. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Noah Gray from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Booker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Looking here for Smith downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Come on.
Now Cunningham.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, get it. Ready.
Here's Hall again.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
Hacking 18. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Here we go. Ready, right?
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
That's the score. Jets 42, Chiefs 41.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80.
Hall again. Some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Ready.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
A handoff for Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? 49. Chiefs 41. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 18. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, 42 yards.
And the Chiefs have come back to make it a 2-point game. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now Hall to start the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Got his man, Dell.
Now only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Cunningham.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Back to throw again.
Pass caught right side by Taylor.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Forward. Viking 18.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready. Panther and Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. This ball intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.